What do you want to be when you grow up? Don't you remember getting asked that question in like elementary, middle school, high school, maybe even college? And maybe you had an answer to that. In fact, if you look back in your yearbook, I'm sure at some point there was either a project or a page in the yearbook that detailed what you wanted to be when you grew up. Now, chances are you are not what you said you wanted to be when you were 5, 6, 7, or even 13 years old. But the point is, at 5, 6, 7, or 13, you had a vision. And what most adults lack is vision. Now, this is very, very important for us to have a conversation about today as we enter into Halloween month, Thanksgiving month, Christmas and Hanukkah month, New Year's. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up. And without a clear vision, chances are you're totally foggy on what it is you need to do. Now, this takes me back to right after we stopped our bodybuilding competition. We prepared for 9 whole months. Mike and I got ourselves on stage. I had lost 20 something pounds, almost 30 pounds. I think I looked pretty freaking awesome. But as soon as I stepped off that stage, I didn't have a next step. There wasn't a next vision. And so, to be honest, I came home and, well, actually, that night I ate a gallon of ice cream. Maybe it was a half gallon, but I laid in bed and watched my stomach totally distend. This is like real talk here. I ate cookies. I had sweets. I was like, I'm going to drink wine now. And I started to see how easy it was for bodybuilders or figure competitors, maybe you know one, to totally balloon up in the off season. Why is that? Well, I think a lot of it has to do with dysfunctional eating habits that we develop through competition season or doing things like that, whether it's in sports or in bodybuilding, which is a sport. But a lot of it, I think, has to do with a lack of a vision. Now, how does this relate to you? Well, if you don't have a vision about what you want to look like, how you want to walk, how you want to carry yourself, what outfits you want to wear, how you want others to look at you, how you want to feel inside your body, how you want to get out of bed or look in the mirror or get dressed. Do you want to slip on clothes or do you want to spend an hour in your closet being like, well, that doesn't look right and that doesn't fit and that doesn't fit here. And if it was only a little bit looser there, and if this button was like just a half an inch bigger, these are the conversations I used to have with myself in my closet, getting ready to go be a teacher. I mean, that is so much mind junk that got stuck in there. How the heck did I even show up as my full and best self for my students when I was so concerned about what I looked like in my clothes, and then what the heck I was going to eat all day long? When we lack vision, everything is foggy, and it's really easy to go down different paths that we don't want to go down. And so we have to have a vision, and we have to have a vision for after the vision. Chances are, if you've gotten married or purchased a house, you've had a vision for things you wanted to do in the house or outside of the house or vacations you wanted to take. And once you got back from a vacation, chances are you had a vision about the next year's vacation, whether it be at the same place or someone else. Do you see how our mind creates visions for us, but we lack them when it comes to our own selves? We can think it about outfits and bags and vacations and cars, but what about your body? Or maybe you do have a vision. Is it written down somewhere? Could I read it? Are you totally clear on it? How it looks, how it feels, maybe how it tastes? Because maybe you're eating different food. Your vision is so essential to you actually getting on track and sticking with your goals that without one, it is so easy to say, I don't feel like it. Now, the work happens on the days that we don't feel like it because we do it anyway. We train our brain to push past our emotions because we all have them. I didn't really want to come on this video today. I was like, I don't really know that I have anything value to even give them. But I was like, look at that, right? I was like, please give me the right thing to say. And based off the conversations that I had with a handful of people this week, 4 brand new clients, want to welcome them. It's like, yeah, it is so important to have that vision because without it, we're floundering. So what is your vision? I can't tell you what it is. I don't know what your vision is, but I want you to write it down. I've gotten into the habit of journaling. Now, maybe you had a jot diary, maybe you didn't, but I literally constantly have notebooks. And as soon as I run out, I go to the Christmas tree shop or TJ Maxx, whichever you prefer, or HomeSense, right? And I make sure that I get a new journal that I absolutely love. In fact, Heidi complimented. She was like, this one is so beautiful. I'm like, I know, it was $4 and it just makes me very happy. Write it down. Put what you think in ink. And this doesn't just apply to, okay, what am I eating today? What is my weight? Or what do my pictures look like? We do want to log and track those things for a time or for a season, or if we get off track, we can go back to that. But is your vision recorded? Is your vision actually written down of the things that you want? Now, I'll let you in on a hint. Mike and I have been through a lot of personal development. And in fact, what our coaches have had us do is actually type out or write out what our vision is and stick it on our mirror. So every single day that I open the vanity in our bathroom, I am faced with the vision and the fact that I have not yet achieved the things that I want to achieve in our life. But I read that every single day as though it's true. And I will tell you that piece by piece, I'm watching elements of that vision come to fruition for us. There's different things that have happened just over the past year where I'm like, wow, I can't believe that happened. Or, oh my gosh, I go back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that just happened in our life. Now, specifically, I got help with some of the administrative things that I have to do here for our job. And also, you guys know I homeschool our kids. I got a 4 and 7-year-old, right? That's like preschool and second grade that I also have to be thinking about. I need some help. And so part of my vision was to have someone that could assist me and help me. And we have that, like as of a week ago, which is so exciting. But if I just sat here and complained all day long, oh, I have so much to do. I don't know what I need to do. How am I actually going to get to my vision? We have to be problem solvers. Your brain by function wants to solve problems, but we don't always let it. And so my encouragement today is very simple. Start to write down your vision. What do you want to look like? What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your partnership or your marriage to look like? What do you want your job or career to look like? What do you want? Maybe there's a home improvement project that you're really passionate about. I just recaulked our shower tub yesterday, and that made me really happy because I was like, I don't want to look at this anymore. I want it to be fresh, right? So I went and did that on myself. I wanted a different light fixture in our homeschool. So I got help because I can't do that by myself. Mike totally came to my rescue this weekend and helped me with that because I had a vision for how I wanted the room to look and feel, that I spend multiple hours a day, every single day, in educating my kids. So for you, what is your vision? And if you feel like you're that person where you're like, I don't really know, it's really easy to start with like, what do you want? Well, I want to be happier. Well, why do you want to be happier? Well, I want to be happier because, I'm going to have more energy and I'll look better. Well, why do you want to look better and have more energy? Well, eventually people get to, well, something that I didn't have when I was a kid, I want to have for my kids or grandkids, or something that I didn't have or I never thought was achievable. I really want to prove to myself that I can do that, whatever it might be, but write it down. The way to have confidence is to get clarity. And the way to get clarity is to know what the heck you even want. Because I believe that when we're decisive and we can say, that is what I want and that is what I don't want, that's kind of sexy. Just for ourselves. I'm not even saying to anybody else, but I feel pretty badass. And I'm like, that's what I want. That's what I don't want. I don't want that. I do want that. That feels so good. Instead of like, I don't know. Right? But you've done that before. I used to do that all the time. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll take anything. Anything's okay. No, it's not. Anything is not okay. Get clarity in your vision. And I promise you, you read it, you look at it, you read it, you look at it, you're going to start to believe that vision. And before you know it, things will start to transform in your life where you're like, oh my gosh, that little piece just happened. Or, oh, look, this is coming to fruition right now. I can't believe that. Anything is possible. I think we limit ourselves so much as human beings in what is actually possible. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it right now. Write your vision down, get some clarity, and I promise the fogginess will go away and you'll be able to push through on the days that you don't want to. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I did it. Didn't want to, but I did it, and I'm excited that I did. I thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful to you, and have an awesome and powerful day, you guys. Talk later. Bye.